What was Tesla promised to bring Giga Berlin to Brandenburg? Today, the German national newspaper Die Welt published a story revealing how Brandenburg attracted Tesla to Grunheide and what was promised to Tesla. So the latter brings the Giga Berlin factory to Brandenburg. It is a very revealing story. Hello everyone, this is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. As you can see, I've been bringing Tesla and Giga Berlin reports daily to this channel. Thanks for watching, and please, before I tell you the story, take a moment and subscribe to our channel and enable the bell notification so you don't miss my next Giga Berlin and Tesla report. Please also like this video to show your appreciation to all the people who helped me find and report news, Tesla news on this channel. In November of 2019, I think it was November 12 or November 13, Elon Musk, Tesla CEO, announced that it will build a Tesla factory near Berlin. The South African-born businessman with exceptional entrepreneurial skills is causing a sensation now in Germany. A lot of excitement and also some disputes and protests. Brandenburg attracted Tesla to Grunheide. How did this happen? And what was Tesla promised? The correspondence between the Brandenburg state politicians and Tesla reveals what the electric car manufacturer was promised to bring its factory to Grunheide. Poland also plays a role in this. The Brandenburg state government, the US electric car maker Tesla, gave the Tesla financial promises, lured to Grunheide with financial promises. And the word lured is used in the report, but I guess in a positive way. Details can be found in a report by WELT AM Sonntag, which is a German national newspaper, which quotes from letters from Prime Minister of Brandenburg, Dietmar Woidke, and Minister of Economics, Jörg Steinbach, who has been quoted a lot here, both from SPD. Their quotes from their letters to Tesla. In a letter from Steinbach from January 2019, a year ago, it was stated that Lusatia, the region in Brandenburg, in particular was taken into account not only by funding from the state of Brandenburg, but also by substantial funds from the federal government and Europe across borders. And, quote, in addition, you will not find any other German federal state in Germany with such low local trade taxes as Brandenburg. End of the quote. This was a quote from the letter. Woidke, the Prime Minister of Brandenburg, also tried these arguments in a letter dated August 28, 2019. On a European scale, Brandenburg is one of the areas with the most interesting funding conditions, the letter said. The location also offers favorable tax conditions, says in the letter. Woidke also adds that the location has, quote, an advantageous catch area for both Brandenburg and the Berlin and West Polish labor market. End of the quote. The state can support the training of new Tesla employees in Brandenburg with up to 10,000 euros per person. The state is going to support Tesla employees in Brandenburg up to 10,000 euros per person. Fast processing was also promised. Woidke also promised that things can be done quickly in Grunheide, and we already see this. You can see that in my previous report. The letter quotes, "We will therefore support you with all suitable options to ensure your time goals are met." Your timely goals are met, he writes in the letter. And he quotes, "I assume you have prompt and quick processing for all the questions of approval law required in connection with the investment you are planning. Example, environmental impact, assessment, emission control, approval procedure, forest conservation, end of the quote. Woidke promises Tesla, quote, "You can rest assured that all partners in the state of Brandenburg will welcome your investment project to the greatest possible extent, and we will do our utmost to provide long-term support." End of the quote. This is all good. Good support from the government, which is very important. But on the other hand, the area residents have serious concerns, which I discussed in my previous reports. And they have voiced their concerns that the state has not prepared the population well enough for the support of this project. One of them is the water shortage issue. Residents fear water shortages due to Tesla Gigafactory. Already during the last summer, the water supply in the Grunheide was hard to keep up with. The Tesla Gigafactory in Brandenburg, which would cause additional water consumption, the minimum is 2 million cubic meters a year. In addition to water consumption, it also to go to operation soon. Water supply is one of the most controversial issues that provoked fierce opposition from a local citizens' initiative. In the issue approved documents, Tesla specified a maximum water consumption of 372 cubic meters per hour. That is 3.3 million cubic meters a year, which roughly corresponds to the annual consumption of a city with 70,000 inhabitants. If you watch my previous report, I talked about this in there too. In response to the local discussions, Tesla has since made improvements on how it will cool things, going from water cooling to air cooling. This means actually that the Giga Berlin plant will only consume now a maximum of 2 million cubic meters of water a year. Tesla brought the number down from 3 million to 2 million cubic waters a year consumption, which is significant, 30%. Now, water works need to be expanded in order to handle all this capacity. The local water association called Strasbourg-Erkner, its acronym is WSE, currently pumps around 10 million cubic meters of water annually, supplying around 160,000 people. The WSE expects that in the future it will not only have to supply Tesla, but also moving industries and a growing population and all the industries that will come to this area due to Tesla's presence in Brandenburg. That is why the water supply company applied for permission from the State Ministry of the Environment to mine 18 million cubic meters of a year, from 10 million to 18 million. To do this, it would have to expand its waterworks in Erkner and Petershagen, Egensdorf. Approval from the State Environment Ministry is still pending. With this solution, no well would have to be drilled on the Tesla site. That would also be difficult because part of the site is in drinking water protection area. So this water is one issue. We talked about the government support. Now we're talking about the citizens' concerns, and water is one of the main issues. But not only the water that comes in, but also the same amount of wastewater that will go out. According to the approval documents in factory, the factory will produce up to 2 million cubic meters of wastewater per year. This is too much for the local wastewater treatment plant. The WSE, the water management company, is therefore planning to build a sewage pipe going to Erkner. From there, the wastewater is to be pumped via existing pipes to the Münchenhof sewage treatment plant, which is 15 kilometers away. This belongs to the Berlin Wasserbetreiber, I believe, Wasserbetreiber, and so far also claims a lot of wastewater from Berlin. Instead, the Berlin water company is to be cleaned in the Wassmanndorf sewage treatment plant. As you can see, the Giga Berlin's current location, funding from the state, federal and EU sources, as well as the land workforce and speedy processing were all taken into consideration when Grunheide in Brandenburg was selected as Tesla's Giga Berlin's home. Tesla has very good support from the government, which is very important, and Tesla is settling the issues with the local concerns, protests, and on March 18th at 10 a.m. in Erkner is going to take place an important hearing. If it all goes smooth, then the talks will go for the building permit and Tesla can start building the factory itself. Now the clearing work is almost finished, but pipelines are coming, heavy equipment is coming, and you can see all of that from my previous reports today, yesterday, and the previous days. Well, let me know what you think about these things. Let's continue the discussion in the comment section. Like this video, please, and also subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in my next video. In the meantime, have a great weekend.